Hello guys, I am Ravi from Brain Mentors, and in this video I am going to tell you about how to work with Anaconda environment. What exactly Anaconda is, it's a particular environment built for data scientists. So in this environment you can build a lot of codes related to machine learning, and it gives you access to a lot of IDEs where you can work with. So in this video we'll see that how to work with Anaconda, how to download it, how to install it. So you can directly visit a download Anaconda link from here. So after clicking on download Anaconda, it will take you to this page, and on this page you will see a basic overview of what exactly Anaconda is. Okay, so Anaconda is open source. It contains a lot of Conda packages, like more than 7500 data science and machine learning packages, which supports Conda, R, Python and many other packages. So it's totally built for data scientists. Now how to install it, how to work with it, there are predefined packages also, so we'll see all of them in a minute. So just click on install Anaconda first. After clicking on install Anaconda, it will scroll you down, and from here you can select your operating system and Python version and Windows 64-bit or 32-bit. So let's say in my case, if it is 64-bit Windows, then I'll click on here and it will ask me to store. So okay, I already have downloaded it, so you just have to download it and then double click to start the installation part. Now there are a few basic steps to understand when you are installing Anaconda. So let's click on next. I agree, just me. Then keep this thing in mind that whenever you are installing Anaconda, it should be inside C drive, users or some folder, but should not be inside program file, and it needs at least 3 GB of space. Okay, then after next, then it is saying I already have Anaconda installed, so I'll just name it as Anaconda 4 and click on next. Now this is the important thing here, that you have to select either advanced add Anaconda 3 to my path environment variable, or register Anaconda 3 as my default. So I recommend to do not click any of them. So if you click, it is already saying that it is not recommended, because instead open Anaconda 3 within Windows start menu, you can just do one thing. What it will do is it will set the Anaconda to your environment variable, and whenever you install something in Python, it will be installed in Anaconda by default. You won't be able to work with simple Python only then. Or you can do just this thing, register Anaconda 3 as your default Python 3, because Python 3.7 also comes with Anaconda by default. And if you do not select any of them, it doesn't matter then. Just click on install. It will take few minutes to install the Anaconda. Now after the installation is completed, you just go to your Windows and search for Anaconda. It will show you two things. One is Anaconda prompt and another is Anaconda navigator. So first let's see what exactly Anaconda navigator is, because it is a GUI here that it was showing you like this. So this is the Anaconda navigator that I am opening right now, and let's see what's included inside this. So it contains a lot of IDs. It will show you all the packages that Anaconda has by default. So you can just install, uninstall, do anything related to data science here. Okay, so by default it will show you these packages. These are the IDs, like Jupyter Notebook you might have heard about. There is a Jupyter Lab, or there is a PowerShell, PyCharm, Spider, VS Code, GlueViz Orange, and also the R Studio for the R programmers. Now from here you can just launch Jupyter Lab. But before launching the Jupyter Lab, let us see what else we can do with Anaconda Navigator. Let's click on environments from here, and it will show you all the installed packages here. If I click on all packages, then I can search for those packages which are not installed. Let's say if I search for TensorFlow, then it will show you the TensorFlow package that I have installed, and there are few things related to TensorFlow that I have not installed yet. So I can just click here and apply to install it. So that's a pretty simple to work with Anaconda. Now let's go back to home and launch Jupyter Lab, or you can also launch the Jupyter Notebooks. But nowadays Jupyter Lab is more trending than Jupyter Notebooks, so that's why I'll prefer to work with Jupyter Lab. So after clicking on launch, it might take few seconds, and then it will start the Jupyter Lab in your browser like this. So the main thing about Jupyter Lab is that it shows you the Python to work with. It also has a Python environment, Python console, as well as it has a terminal, which Jupyter Notebook do not have. Okay, so you can start a new terminal from here. You can directly start a Python notebook. And I hope you know that by default when you work with Jupyter, it saves the file with IPYNB extension, that is IPython notebook. If you work with Spyder, then it saves the file as .py, as well as you can save them using IPYNB. Plus, if you are using Jupyter, then you can download these files as Python files as well. Now we are ready to work with it. So let's zoom in, and you can just try to write few line of code. So if I just hit enter, it will take me to the next line like this. Okay, now if I want to execute these 3 lines, I will press shift plus enter. It will be executed. Then print C, again shift enter to execute the code. Now if you do not want to write the code, you want a documentation, like you want to write down some paragraph or something else. Let's say if I click on row and like hashtag, this is my Jupyter demo, and shift enter, it will be simple like raw text. And if you instead of this click on markdown, again it is for same purpose, like you can just, if you want to build a documentation, you want to write paragraph and all, you can use Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook with this feature. Okay, so let's just click on code and remove it, or you can just delete this cell from here if you do not want. So that's how you work with Jupyter Labs. Okay, so I hope you got that how to work with Jupyter Lab and how to work with Anaconda and install them. Okay, after that, the important package you need to install is, let's say, OpenCV. Okay, so this is the package that we need, OpenCV, to work with image processing. These are the important packages that I am telling you right now. Then there is a NLTK package. Make sure that these packages are installed already in your machine, so that we won't be wasting any time when we work with the programming in the installation parts. Okay, so I hope you got this, that how to work and download these things. Thanks for watching the video.